Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at the 2020 A220 Mercedes-Benz. This is the entry-level A-Class Mercedes. Now in this video, I'll show you guys all the interior features of this A220. Take a look at the exterior, listen to the sound on the engine, and give you a preview of what this A220 is all about. So inside the A220 Sedan, you have a larger LCD display at the front. This is actually touch screen. So these menus, this is fully touch screen. So the Mercedes A220 4Matic has the engine output of 188 horsepower with 221 pound-feet of torque. So this is the 2-liter inline-4 A220 engine. Produces 188 horsepower with 221 pound-feet of torque. And take a look at the design on the hood. I wish they had another cover over here. So let me go right ahead and start the car, and we can listen to the sound on the engine. So I'll go ahead and set it on sport mode, and we can go and listen to the engine now. So the exhaust tailpipes are actually underneath right here, but you have this design in the back, which gives it a rather sporty look. Cannot really listen that well. So this A220 has the LED high performance lights. So you can see these are LED high performance headlights. You do have Mercedes-Benz lettering inside. You can really start to appreciate the design of the LED lights. You do have one horizontal and it curves on the other side of the light. And in the middle, it says LED high performance. This car has the AMG line package, which means you have these louvers. You do have a larger front splitter with a massive air intake down here. So you can really appreciate the design at the front of this car. You have these black louvers here, louvers on the outer air intakes. And then because of that AMG line, you have this high gloss black element on the front splitter. The high gloss black element at the front splitter here. The diamond block grille with the active distance distronic systems, which usually go in the center there. Take a look at the Mercedes-Benz logo right here. So this A220 has the night package, which offers you the black side mirror housings. You also have multi-spoke AMG rims. You can see right here says AMG. So this is sitting on P0 tires, Pirelli tires. And the size on these tires is 225/40R19. So these are 19-inch rims. So really appreciate front design here. So take a look at that design feature on the front bumper. There is actually a gap in the front here, which actually helps with your aerodynamics on the car. So take a look at that. Compare that to this red A-Class as well, it doesn't have the AMG line package. So that's how it would look without the AMG line package. Okay, so take a look at this other one. So these are AMG multi-spoke rims, black in color. You do have a black brake calipers inside there. The front brakes are perforated, as you can see. So take a look at the multi-spoke rims here with the silver brake calipers inside. You have the black rear spoiler on the car, LED tail lights which wrap around from the side of the car to the trunk. So the very back you have a smaller rear diffuser. The exhaust pipes are actually just aesthetics. And from the back, that's a view from the back. You have A220 lettering on the left, 4Matic on the right hand side, your Mercedes emblem in the middle here. So this is the design on the A220 rear. So compare that to the A220, and this is a CLA 250. Is more sloping in nature. Compare that to the A220, which sort of pinches out on the trunk here. And then because of the AMG line, you have these high gloss black elements on the windows. So you see this black element around. Gives it a very distinct look from this angle. You have chrome door handles in the rear and the front. Take a look at your black side mirror housings. So this is a look from this perspective on this A220. So the exhaust tailpipes are actually underneath right here, but you have this design in the back which gives it a rather sporty look. And I do love this feature on the rear bumper here, which gives it a more aerodynamic look. So take a look and appreciate your LED tail lights. And the black rear spoiler, courtesy of the AMG line. So let's take a look at the trunk space. So that's really the trunk on the A220. So it comes with these AMG floor mats. You can see the AMG floor mats with AMG inscriptions. It's a pretty decent sized trunk, as you can see. It does not have the electronic trunk close, which will be right here. So to close the trunk, you just want to pull on this part of the trunk, and then just close it like that. So I think I love this design. I mean, I think, tell me guys what you think about the rear on the A220 4Matic. So let's take a look at the interior on this A220. So starting here with the door, this is actually MB-Tex. It's not leather, but it does feel like leather. And this is DINAMICA, which kind of looks like Alcantara. And you do have red contrast stitching. So take a look at your window controls. This car does come with driver as well as passenger memory seating right here. You do have heated front seats, and this is an aluminum piece on the door And you do have ambient lighting on this car, so if we do a night drive, it's going to look very stunning. Because of the AMG line, you have the flat bottom steering wheel, and it's actually leather, so you can see the contrast stitching on the inside of the steering wheel. So your light controls are down here. Okay, you have your parking brake right here. Again, the turbine looking air vents on the left hand side, the other one on the other side. So take a look at the trackpad from the driver's perspective. You have some storage in the middle here. And then take a look at the view from the front of the car. So that's the view from the front. Back seat. Again, chrome door handles. So this is your back seating. So that's the view from the back. You do have some black seat belts. You do have cup holders which stick out from your armrest right here. So really appreciate the design on the seats. You do have the red contrast stitching. Car seat hooks on the car for your child's seat. Speaker systems on the doors as well. You have some storage here on the back of these seats. So take a look at the back door. So that's your speaker system down here. You do have another one over here. So let's go to the other side, and you can really take a look at the design. The DINAMICA red contrast stitching. You do have some storage down here. So that's a box seat. You do have a reading light right there. So this car has a sunroof which opens up here. Your safety and security features go right at the top there, which is your reading light, SOS. So you do have some thigh support on the seats, so the passenger as well as the driver's seat. Lumbar support on the car here. You do have this Mercedes-Benz inscription on the door. You have airbag systems on the dash itself. Memory seating. There's more storage over here. So take a look at the red contrast stitching. So I think it does have some quality material on this car. So inside the A220 Sedan, you have a larger LCD display at the front. This is actually touch screen. So these menus, this is fully touch screen, and this is the MB-Tex system. You have a 10.25-inch display on the left. This other display is also the same size, 10.25-inch, and it flows. You can see it's actually flush on the upper dash here. So that's really the look from the passenger side. You have circular air vents, which look like turbines. So you can actually move these around to switch the airflow. Again, the AMG line, this is the sport steering wheel, which is flat bottom. Usually reserved for AMG, high-end AMGs, and obviously they do have an AMG line package on the A220, which offers you that AMG sport steering wheel on the car. So you have these displays, control from these menu options down here. You have engine start stop right here. This is high gloss black liquid trim on the upper dash. So down here you have your climate control menu options. So you do have your climate control menu functions down here. Your hazard indicator is right here. So NFC charging down here, 2 cup holders. You have a USB-C port right there. Then you have some other power outlets here. And this is your trackpad for controlling your displays at the front. It does offer you haptic feedback that you'll get with like cell phone devices. So as you move that, you actually get some haptic feedback from this touchpad here. Your volume control is down here. Navigation map, radio, telephone. Dynamic select is here. So this car also comes with different drive modes for your dynamic select. So the perspective of the passengers from the back seat, you can see your AMG line sport steering wheel with a flat button. You do have controls on the left hand side to control your instrument clusters on the left, and you have controls on the right hand side for the widescreen display in the center. So you also have on the other side passenger memory seating, and that's a view from this side. You can take a look at the turbine looking air vents on the left. You have another one on the right hand side, and that's a view of these turbine looking air vents. So this is the driver's side view. Your memory seating is over here. Very good quality material on the door itself. So take a look at the steering wheel on the car. So let's go right ahead and take a look at the MBUX system. So these are your controls for the infotainment in the car, MBUX. So if you press this button, it gives you a bunch of options on the left hand side display, and to browse you use this trackpad here in the middle. So that lets you switch through the different menu options. So starting from the very right hand side, you have service. Then you have designs and displays, media, radio, trip, navigation, phone, and assistance. So if you go back to home, if you go into designs and displays, you can adjust the entire look on this car. So if you go into progressive selection, your entire display changes and you have different designs on the displays. So this really isn't a deep dive or these many options on the MBUX system. I'll have another video detailing all the different options on the MBUX system. So let me know if you want to see that video. I'm going to go through all the menu options and things like that. But on the A-Class, it does have these options here. And obviously, as you move the radio button, up, your options also change on the car. It's pretty cool. So go back home, designs and displays. Let's go to the classic mode, and that's really the classic mode on the car. You have very deep blues and things like that. So as I mentioned, the displays here, this is fully touch screen. Okay, so one feature I love about the MBUX system, you have, if I move to the very bottom here, swipe up, you have themes, and these let you change all your displays at once. So another theme I love is that if you go back, so going to the info, it lets you see all your vehicle and engine metrics. So you can see your vehicle. So that's really the A-Class, the A220. If you like the video, leave a comment and make sure to subscribe for weekly Mercedes videos.